and Dexter.
All right, ZD immediately jumping with the down air and converting that really quickly into a fast 27%. Good knowledge to sort of do the dash attack and then just back away. Nothing good for him to get out there. Doesn't want Fox to overextend off stage, and on top of that, Dexter couldn't just make an aggressive comeback, and just better to dash away, which he did.
Yeah, like the thing is, Fox does win. I don't think he like wins this matchup, but I feel like he wins like a lot of aspects in this matchup. Like he wins the neutral just because like he can win the neutral against a lot of characters in this game just because his pressure is so stifling. But Marth, like all it takes is a couple of good hits, and Fox just being so light will just explode off the side. So even though Dexter might be looking like down right now, he's by no means out. Especially if he keeps this, you know, dancing blade pressure, you know, the way that he's doing right now. And he's doing a great job of getting off the ledge too, which is not easy against CD by any means.
All right, Dexter sort of trying to snipe that side B in the middle, but does not.
This could be dead. Ooh. Yeah, that was pixels away from a stock loss coming through her ZD.
Yeah. Managing to fall out though. All right, attempting a down tilt to catch. Don't necessarily agree with that side B in, but Dexter sort of being right at the edge of it.
I mean, think about Fox side Bs. I'm saying this as a Fox player. It always feels like a good idea until you realize like they are already in the position and you already started the animation. Like when you see like the slight blue glow and they're already in the position, you just know that you're going to die. It's one of the worst feelings in this game.
Yep. Good down tilt there to catch.
Ooh. And Dexter keeping these edge guards pretty clean right now, clanking with the side B in a way that really only a character with distortions can, and just running straight up and getting him out of here. Like I said, Dexter might be down, but he's not out, but ZD using the last frame of his invincibility to land that back air, and we got an even game. Here we go again. The Dancing Blade's coming through, and that's just looking like the big name of the game right now for Dexter. A lot of the damage that he's gotten off that, and a lot of the like big punishes that he's gotten have been through that move. And the reads are there too, but just not quite having the execution this time. ZD gets off scotch-free with that roll.
All right, now ZD in a commanding position. That up tilt actually not super safe on shield, allowing Dexter to get a punish in.
And there we go, just stutter stepping a little bit away to get the right spacing. And Dexter is playing with the fire to him tonight. The side Bs are looking on point, not quite landing the tipper that he needs, but still getting ZD off stage yet again. And air dodging down to the ground doesn't get punished for it.
Regain stage control with yet another Dancing Blade.
Ooh, these down tilts. Now I'm seeing why Dexter made this his tag. The down tilts are looking like the win condition right here. Dexter running straight through him, laying a tipper forward air. Any errant tipper at this percent should kill it. But ZD trapping Dexter on the ledge, not getting the up smash he needs. Opts to go for a dash attack instead. And these two players are playing so patiently right now. Up B out of shield, that's going to be just enough to do it. Dexter bringing it back after a rough start.
Excellent stuff from him.
Yeah, Dexter's playing really nice tonight. And this is what I like to see like out of his Marth and Lucina, because even though like he's been known as a Corrin main in this region for like pretty much since Corrin's release,
right?
But his Marth has always been fairly clean, but like it never felt like he trusted it enough. But this is a Dexter that's playing with a Marth that he knows can get the job done, and it's showing in his play, taking that first game off of ZD.
All right, sort of stepping in, trying to poke a little bit. ZD manages to catch him slipping just a little bit, but doesn't get too much off of these conversions here. Drop shield and gets the jab, full rapid jab combo.
And now it looks like ZD is just trying to slow it down a little bit more, not getting caught with these dancing blades, but Dexter just finding ways to sneak them in a little bit differently every time. It's just such an ambiguous move. Ooh, nice shield break. It's just such an ambiguous move, and speaking of ambiguous, the recovery was enough to get him back to the stage alive, but he's still on this ledge. The trapping is so real from Dexter right now.
Ah, but then he goes for the dash attack and puts himself right back in that ledge trap situation.
Yeah, but I feel like Dexter has definitely done enough off of that one ledge exchange, getting him to 92%. But ZD, here we go, starting to turn up a little bit, dragging him down with that forward air, trying to keep the pressure going. It's sneaking that back air in over the nair. Let's see what ZD can get going. Almost gets an air dodge read, but still gets a jab punish and evens up the percents just like that. But here comes Dexter, the tipper. Not quite enough to do it.
All right, attempts to go for that nair there, but the side B runs right through him.
Nice up B out of shield. That was some quick reactions right there by Dexter. And the counter, and we don't tech those out here today. Dexter has a stock lead on, I believe this is still best 2 out of 3. So this is like ZD's winner's bracket stock.
All right, manages to get back. Ooh!
Shield pokes.
Just a little slow on that. So Dexter manages to return to neutral safely. Double jumps early and still manages to land appropriately. Oh my lord! And
ZD's techs just aren't there tonight. He's getting carried across the stage off of a couple of tech chases. And he still has to take out this first stock before he can even like start to think about, you know, winning this game. Dexter, though, his pressure has just been so varied and so patient, but just like that, he gets a little bit too antsy, spot dodges it, and ZD is already on him with that back air. Stock is gone, but let's see if ZD can keep his momentum going, because right now he's looking a little bit phased. Another dancing blade is going to send ZD off stage, but Dexter, he has to make it back from the jump position, and he opts to take a trade. A little bit of damage on him, but, you know, it's better than just being in another mix-up position. Les Trump, he misses the back air, though, and that was a regrab that goes unpunished.
ZD is definitely not out of this, but he'd have to show some conversions that thus far we have not seen from him this set in order to bring it back. Or he just has to bring it back really slowly, but, you know.
I'm not sure if Dexter will give him that time to bring it back slowly, even though that grab could be the start of something. Like we always say, ZD on the ledge is one of the best players in the region, but it just hasn't been showing in the set because Dexter's recoveries have just been so hard to nail down. And now I think the grab should start to kill with this much percent in rage. Dexter, knowing that, he's starting to fish for that a little bit too much, and ZD's definitely hit for that, and he missed the ledge, and the back air is going to kill. ZD's shaking his head because he knew that like he was on the ropes on that one, but Dexter just giving a little bit too much away at the very end at the 11th hour. And now we're going to a game number 3 situation.
You hate to see that happen. Dexter shaking his head. Because the thing is, sometimes it's like you know when you have momentum going and it's like, all right, you're about to take out a player who's seated higher than you, a player who's given you a lot of trouble in the past, and it's like, I'm about to take this 2-0, and then all of a sudden they make that comeback, and all of a sudden that confidence disappears somewhat. But let's see if Dexter manages to keep his head in the game.
And that's the hard part, because after a loss like that, like when you literally have them on the ropes, like they're like down for a 9 count, you know that you're about to win, but they just get back up and through not even just like, you know, them outplaying, but through your own error, manages to bring it back. That sucks, but right now Dexter's doing a great job of just keeping himself poised and confident and playing still with the same fire that he had in those last 2 games. ZD, though, it's starting to look like he's waking up a little bit more. His movement's looking a little bit more clean, and he's not just running into the dancing blades as often as he was before. Dexter, though, still finding ways to sneak them in. Another one crossing up the shield, and Dexter's just hip to all of that. Nice falling dancing blade, mixing up the tempo too, so that he gets the full conversion.
Good understanding there too that ZD was going to rush in with the attack.
Nice, and is he gonna? He almost died for jabbing Marth's shield twice. That is insane. Dexter's reaction time right now, you can tell that he wants this bad.
Good fair from ledge. Aggressive return manages to give him a huge amount of stage control. Ooh!
Yeah, jab, jab, up smash. It looked like he was on the very last pixel. And with that dash dance, it looks like ZD is waking up, and he wants to win this just as bad as Dexter does. We got ourselves a match right here, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, ZD gets a throw.
Nice.
But Fox having huge vertical pressure. That was not the best choice.
And 69% in a literal heartbeat. Dexter is just getting worked right now by these up airs, these juggles by Fox. And ZD, once he's awake, he is a hard man to put down because this man, I swear, he's like chugging a Mountain Dew. But okay, we take those conversions down air to forward air. If you don't hit those techs, you're going to hold a lot more damage.
Absolutely.
Dexter, though, he's in a dire position, and he almost snuffed out that roll so hard. ZD is looking like he's still confident, but you can't play with your food against Marth because those tipper power forward smashes will definitely see out those stocks at almost anywhere near the ledge at this percent. Ooh, jab pressure was clean right there by Dexter. Yeah, it's an even game right now. Functionally, the tippers could take out the stock in any percent. And if he forward smashes that, but he didn't. He rolls behind, he gets a forward tilt instead.
No,
and he misses the 50-50, guesses wrong, and ZD is going to take that 2-1 just barely. Dexter's not happy about that, but just a couple whiffed punishes, and that's all ZD needed to take this game away.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dexter saying he's on tilt stick. He usually uses smash stick. If he was using like smashing in that scenario, that roll behind after the rapid jabs would have been a forward smash, and that would have been the stock, and that would have been the set.
Ah,
but
I see.
yeah, ZD, he just, I guess the